Zraika Nakaungu has been epileptic for 20 years, having started getting convulsion in primary 6.
We were playing netball at school. Yeah, and I had an attack, I had a seizure.
At the time, Nakaungu was rejected by the school administration for suffering from epilepsy.
They told her not to bring me back to school until when that sickness is done.
Even her parents developed misunderstandings in the family, and her mother initially thought the help of traditional healers.
One was saying I'm taking her to the rituals, another one I'm taking her to the hospital.
Obviously, some of them took it as a traditional disease, a witchcraft, and we tried all those areas. But afterwards, we learned that those witchcrafts may not help us.
The issues come to mind as the world will tomorrow mark the International Day for Epilepsy. Parents and the victims of epilepsy join the celebrations.
This feeling, they have this feeling that they are, discriminated against and being made to be as if they're not human beings.
A Ministry of Health survey shows that 3% of Ugandans, or approximately 1.3 million people, are epileptic.
That not all abnormal convulsions are actually epilepsy. That some people are born with it, and we don't know what has caused it. The commonest of these is malaria. There are other conditions there are other infections like onchocerciasis. Those are our friends who live around the belts or the river belts, then the Achua, those northern region. There's usually onchocerciasis. In some forests of Hoima, Bulisa, there's onchocerciasis. Those people will have higher chances of getting epilepsy. Our children, when they are being born, usually the birth canal may be narrow or they may have problems during their birth.
Dr. Hafsa Ruswata Sentongo, an assistant commissioner in charge of mental health, explains what epilepsy is.
In our brains, we usually have, the neurons have electricity. When these neurons are excited abnormally, then you see someone convulsing, over closing their eyes.
She also explains why people with epilepsy are restricted from driving and engaging in some other activities that may put their lives in danger.
We try to tell them not to drive because it may not be known how this person will not, when they'll get a convulsion or whatever, what can happen if someone got a convulsion while they are driving. So we tell them not to do what? Not to drive. The other thing is there are certain jobs, for those that have running, turbines, running things, like machinery, high-speed machinery. We tell them not to do what? To take on that. So
consequently, the Ministry of Health has intensified its campaign against epilepsy to help Ugandans gain access to medical services in all government facilities.
People believe epilepsy is a curse. People think epilepsy is a spiritual issue. People have limited knowledge about this condition.
With this in mind, Nakaungu abandoned her job in a bank to join her brother and father Abdul Chabangi in starting an organization to sensitize Ugandans about the problem.
Now think about those who are in the deeper villages. How do they manage life? How do they live with epilepsy? So it's a call that we want to give to the world.
Jjingo Francis, NT.